Okay, y'all know I always try to put a little video in after the live because the Lord always drops something in my spirit after the live finishes. And as of late, I've been using black and white because I want you to understand there's no in between. It's either or, right? So black and white symbolizes either or. And tonight, what He's given me is loving you, right? Loving you is the most important thing that you can do for you, right? When you love you enough, then you love you enough to correct the areas of your life you need to correct without looking around at somebody else. You're always going to be focused on you. The most important person in the equation is loving you. And in loving you, that means that your acceptance of unnecessary behavior will not be tolerated. Words that are used to make you feel less than will not be tolerated. Hands that are raised against you instead of covering their mouths for a sneeze will not be tolerated. You need to understand and believe and know that you are worth so much more than that. But if you don't understand the value of loving you, then people will treat you and do the things that they do to you. Right? So, in loving you, you exercise your power of your no. In loving you, you know your value and your worth, and it's not questioned. And loving you, you really respect yourself. I've said over time again that how you carry yourself makes a world of difference. You are a walking marketing billboard, and the impressions that you give, first impression is a long lasting impression. Your verbiage, your body language, and how you carry yourself makes a world of difference. But I want you to know, get up out that bed, get up out that chair, dress yourself up, fix yourself up, do what you need to do, and love you. Take some time for you to pamper yourself. Take yourself out on dates and dinners. Take yourself to the movies. Love you like nobody else will ever love you, because in actuality, you will never get the love unless you learn how to love you, right? And then if you learn how to love you wholeheartedly, then you know within your heart you can't settle for less. You won't settle for less. You will not tolerate less. You will not tolerate the behaviors. They will treat you respectfully. They will know without you even parting your lips that you require some things. They will know that you're not going to settle on some things. They will understand that you have boundaries. So you can't give up on yourself. You can't sink into the darkness. You can't live in woe is me. You can't have a pity party. You are a gem. You are a diamond. You need to stand up, dress up, and show up for you. Whatever that loving you look like, make it happen, right? You got to make it happen. You got to stand firm, flat-footed on your feet so people can know without any question. They can feel your vibe of how much love that you exude from yourself. And they can feel the love that you exude from yourself and know that if they can't reciprocate that love towards you, then you move on to something better. You don't have to stay in unwanted situations. You don't have to stay in situations that's not healthy for you. You don't have to stay in situations that's not workable for you. You don't have to stay in situations that's not beneficial for you. Christ loves you unconditionally, and He wants you to learn how to love yourself unconditionally. Yes, you made some mistakes, so have I. Check. Put it on the list. You made wrong choices, so have I. Check. Put it on the list. You've been some places you shouldn't have been. Check. So have I. There are things we all have done. I am you and you are me. We can't live life hinged upon the mistakes we made. But what we should do, as I've said many times, is learn from those mistakes and keep it moving. Life does not stop. The value is learning the lesson, the message that's in the middle of the madness. If you can get the message, baby, you can grow and you can glow. You hear what I'm saying? It's time for you to step up. It's time for you to show up and be the person that you need to be. Don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about how people feel. All that matters is how you feel about you and what God knows about you. So guess what you got to do? Are you listening to me? I want you to hear me. Hear me good. So get out that dark place. I'm talking to you. Pick yourself up. Yep, I'm talking to you. Dust yourself off. Put that smile on your face. Hold your head up and square your shoulders back. And show up for you. First step, love you. Pamper you. Date you. Be good to you. That's loving yourself. And stop accepting the things that are not acceptable in your eyesight. You know what your requirements are. You know what your expectations are. And you definitely know what your boundaries are. Don't sway and don't stray from them. Love yourself. It's time. God saying to you, you've been in the shadows of others far too long. It's time for you to step out for yourself. And you got to see you in order to love you. You got to speak up for you in order to love you. You got to feel you in order to love you. But I'm telling you right now, the time for you to love yourself, that time is now. You ain't got no time to waste. And if you value yourself, and you affirm yourself, you pour into yourself, let me tell you something. That wall would be so strong, it would take a jackhammer to break down that loving yourself wall. And that's the type of strength I want you to have for you and loving yourself, right? They got to do some work to tear that wall down. But if you pour into yourself, they're going to get tired before they tear it down, right? So that's where we're going, all right? You hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? Get off that pity pot. Get off that woe is me part. Release that guilt and blame. Get yourself up. Fix yourself up. Dress yourself up. And you put that smile on your face. And guess what? Love you. Love you.